So this morning we are going to read the book of Matthew chapter 24. Matthew 24, and I'll read only verse 3 and 4. The Bible says, "Now, as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, 'Tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?' And Jesus said to them, 'Take heed that no one deceives you.'" So this is a story about Jesus and his lovely disciples. It is clear from the Bible that people perish because of only one thing: lack of knowledge. You don't perish because you ate a lot, you slept a lot, but when you don't seek for knowledge, you have to be aware that you will perish. And the first tool that Satan uses to put astray people who trust in God is to separate them from knowledge. Whenever it's time to think about God, to read the Bible, to try to come close to God, that's the time that things will start to pop up in our lives. One event will happen, something will come up, someone will call you, someone will visit you, and all those barriers will push you to not seek that knowledge. How important is knowledge for you? Or how less important is knowledge for you? When you don't know anything, how do you feel like? Imagine when you feel like, at the age of 40, maybe you can't know how to cook. You don't know how to cook. At the age of 40, you don't know how to wash your own clothes. Maybe at the age of 50, you don't know how to drive. Or again, at the age of 70, you can't pick up your pen even writing your name or reading it. Most of the time, we feel so embarrassed when we can't do what we're supposed to do. And knowledge, unfortunately, it's not something that you just will come here and pick it up from the soil or ground and take it with you. You have to commit yourself to sit down and start to practice and practice and practice. The more you practice, the more you get it perfect. And when you don't have time to practice, when you don't have time to review and review and review again, believe me or not, you'll be shocked one day. You have got, this is just an example, a PhD, let me say, in physics. And because you don't read and read and read every time, what you learned in the first year, when you reach the fourth year, is already gone. You forget it. What you learned in the second year, 2 years later, it's gone. So knowledge needs you and I to review every time and practice what we learned before. Don't say, "I know this, I know that verse, I've heard about that story, someone has already taught me about it." If you are such type of person, then you lose knowledge. Although Ange spoke this morning about Isaiah, although we sang a song, "You Are Beautiful," we know the song, but we have to stop every time and ask ourselves, when I say, "Jesus, you are beautiful," what does that mean to me? Then tomorrow, I will ask myself, what does that mean to God, to Lord himself? When I say, "Jesus, you are beautiful," what does that mean to you? What knowledge do I gain by listening? Jesus, you are beautiful. For that reason, the Bible clearly says that you want to not perish, then grab your knowledge. Seek for your knowledge. This example here in my little New Testament, it's about Jesus after leaving the temple. We spoke about it a long time ago. Outside, the disciples wanted to impress Jesus with what was built around the temple. Jesus was not interested. Then, he went to the Mount Olives. Imagine, he left the temple, he went to the mount, and he sat. He sat down on the ground. Why didn't Jesus go back on? Why didn't he go to do other things which were important for the community? People who were sick were maybe waiting around Jerusalem. Those who wanted to see their brothers and sisters come back to life, they were around waiting for Jesus. But he said, I will stop to go in the city. Let me sit down here and see what will happen. Jesus had 12 disciples. That day, when he sat down, after showing the others that, no stone will stay on top of another one, other disciples were like a little bit disappointed. Should we continue to follow him? When he sat down, only 4 disciples came to him. Only 4. That's in the book of Mark, chapter 13, and verse 4. Peter, Andrew, James, and John. Those 4 took the hand. And they were like, okay, we have to know more about what he said. He said maybe the temple will be destroyed. No stone will stay on top of another one. What does that mean to us? And because he sat down, it was like God was giving to them the chance to say, look, come now here. I will sit down where you and I only can be, so we can talk. Privately. Not in front of the crowd. In a private situation, I'm coming here to listen to you. How often do you take the opportunity to seek a private time between you and your God? How often really in your life do you decide, okay, let me be here with God alone, so I can ask God a few questions about my life, about what is happening, about what will come to happen. Most of us, we only know, okay, today is Sunday, let's go to church. We are going to church where everybody is there. Hallelujah, amen. We sing, we dance, we eat, we listen to the word of God in crowds, and we go back home till the next Wednesday. And again the next Sunday. And God sometimes comes in your house and will tell you now, Michelle, I'm sitting here on the Mount Olives. Come close to me. Just me and you, one-on-one. Speak to me. Do you have any issue? Do you have any problem? Do you have any question? This is a time to ask. And he's there listening to you. But very often, when it's one-on-one with God, we found it boring. Just in my room to kneel down and start to pray. In my bedroom, sitting on my bed, asking God questions. What even can I ask God? Because to pray for me is about give me, give me, give me. Lord, I need promotion to work. God, I need money this month. God, I'm planning a trip. trip. God, I want this. God, I want that. God, I want that. Most of the people, that is what they call a prayer. They don't have a time of conversation with their God. They don't have a time to ask God as a cumbersome questions which trouble the mind. For example, Lord, it's raining today. What can I learn from this rain? Lord, we are feeling cold today. For example, is my heart also cold? Does my heart really feel cold sometimes when I miss your presence? Can you also help me to feel warm inside me? What should I do, God, in order to serve you, to please you? How to walk according to your will, so that I can be a good disciple of yours? Those type of questions that we have, we prefer to ask them Michelle, Trish, Tyrone, maybe Colin, maybe Odon. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? I wonder, why does God do this? I wonder, why does God say this? Of course I can answer what I know, but some other answers will come from your Lord. So these 4 disciples, privately they came to sit with the King of Kings. Tell us more. What do you mean by what you said? When we talk about your one-on-one meeting in private, what does it mean? It means that it's a secret between you with the persons that you are talking to. It means that everything that you are discussing, you are talking about, it's just about you and that person. Michelle can tell us more, Ange can tell us more, Colin can tell us more, and everybody else. We all have had one day in our lives one-on-one meeting with people. It means that you sit down, you listen to someone talking to you, you'll find what does the law say, or what is the reality, you'll advise them, or they will advise you, in order to find solution to any particular problem. How many problems do you have in your life? How many questions do you have in your life which needs answers? Thank you so much, Tricia, for this magazine. And I will use this magazine to illustrate what I want to talk about. We all know these people. Do they know me? Not at all, they don't. We all heard about these people and what was coming. And by seeing this front page of this magazine, you know exactly the content of the magazine without saying anything. Now, imagine this is a prince and princess. Imagine these 2 people. They can invite you and telling you, okay, I'm sitting down now, or we are sitting here, come close to us. What would be your reaction? Or again, that day, if you could receive an invitation from them, come to our wedding, and you are a special guest. A special guest of our ceremony, our wedding, you have to come. What will happen? Even if you don't have your flight tickets, I'm sure you run everywhere. Can you lend me $5? Can you pay for my ticket? I've got a special invitation from them, and I don't have money to go. You will fight hard. You can even borrow money so that you can go to this special invitation. And once you are there, Prince Harry will sit here, Meghan will sit next to Harry, and they will tell you, Trish, come and sit here next to us. How are you going to feel? Maybe you'll be in tears, you know. I can't believe it. Because I can't believe it, It's above me. I feel so special. Because I feel like I don't deserve even to be next to such big people. And if I was, maybe let me say, Hannah, or I was Rebecca, or I was Leah, I'll pick up my phone. Can I have please, what do you call it? Softy or lifty, I don't know. Pick up your phone and I'll take a photo. What do you call it? Selfie. Let me make a selfie with you, and I can share it all over the world for people to see that I spent some time with the Prince and Meghan. We will give selfies more importance. We'll give selfies the first thing to prove that we are good friends to the royal couple. And the royal couple, of course, will start to count down time. The wedding has started, but it had also an end. They didn't sit there all day long for people to enjoy. When you are invited, it's just for a specific time, and you have to use that time wisely. And many people are invited by Jesus Christ. There is nothing in front of Jesus, of course. You can't compare. Jesus is a King of Kings. When he invites you, and he doesn't invite you as a simple guest, but as his bride. I'm marrying you. I want you to be with me. Not only for now, but for eternity. It doesn't matter if you have a white thing on your face or green or whatever. It doesn't matter. He wants you to come as you are. And those disciples came to Jesus and they said, okay, we need now to ask you a few questions. Well prepared. What we need to know from you, God, is knowledge. Give to us knowledge. Feed us with answers to what we don't really know. And Jesus started to tell them. And he gave them the answer. The first answer was, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Many people will come using my name. Many people will come with my appearance. But don't let anyone to deceive you. Deception in this world has taken another level. Wherever we go, we are deceived. Whatever we do with people, we are deceived. Whenever you talk even to friends, you'll be shocked that your friend will deceive you tomorrow. You can talk to your brother, your sister, your children, your grandparent, but you will be shocked tomorrow. They will deceive you in one way or another one. And deception also is in the Word of God today. When you don't have a good knowledge, Satan comes and deceives you. I turned this page, and here now we have the two men. Who was the most interested person that day? Was it William or Harry? I think many people here were focusing on Harry, because he was a man of the day. William could be there, although he was also a prince, but many people, their eyes were on Harry. Oh, he's so handsome. Look how he's walking. Look how... And personally, I thought that day maybe would be the day that would find his razor and shave. Shockingly, he didn't shave. Trish, if that was Paul on your wedding day without shaving, would you take it like that? No way. Colin, would you accept that? We say, no way. You have to do something. At least, look like this, At least do it like this. And if it was someone who was not a prince, people could give even worse comments. How could he appear like that, really, in front of everybody without shaving? But because he's a prince, everything is cool. He looks so cool. You know, they appreciated it. And the brother was clean and shaved everything, but didn't care much. Why am I saying that? Many people will come, like Harry. Jesus can take any shape. He will come close to you. The importance for Jesus Christ is not the appearance. It is what is inside you. Discern who is Harry. Harry is not about his beard. It's not about the hat that he was wearing. It's not about the clothes that he was wearing that day. It is about who he is. And Jesus had told his disciple, although someone can walk by my side, someone can walk also next to you. Remember, the wheat and the wheat, let them grow together. And on the day of the harvest, they will be separated. People can walk in the word of God, but they have been used by Satan, the devil. People can be preachers, but they represent Satan. People can be singers, worshippers, but they are inspired by the spirit of the devil. Now we need knowledge. We need discernment to understand what comes from God and what is not from God. When he gave this example to disciples, to say none of the stone will stay on the top of the other one. Disciples believed that Jesus will come maybe with a truck or maybe a hammer and will break the temple. They thought, okay, maybe something, maybe a tree, I don't know, will fall on the temple and the temple will be completely destroyed. Jesus was not talking about the building. He was talking about their lives. Because our bodies, our lives are the temple of God. And our lives are composed and built with bricks. You have a part, every single part of your body, mind or spirit, all together, they make you. Your mind sometimes can push you to sin. Your arm can push you to sin. Your leg can lead you to do something wrong. Your tongue can confess the things which are not good. And God was telling his disciples, look, all of these must be, first of all, destroyed. Accept to destroy the who that you are. You know, in this family, I am this. My decision is the last decision. I've heard parents saying that. I say it must be like that. Because I'm the parent. Hang on, what does God say? He gave to you authority to teach your children, to teach your community, not to dictate them. Help them. With love, give them warning. With love, teach them how to listen to you. And because it's your body, because it's your mind, you do what you want when you want. I'll give you an example. In my family, normally I use the internet, the modem, 24/7 it's on. And people can use the modem whenever they want. But as my children have been growing, the principle was like at 8 p.m., we have to go to bed. At the age of maybe 10, 12, at 8 p.m. they'll go to bed, or 8:30. Then when they reached high school, it's like, okay, we need to study more. Okay, we pushed it to 9 o'clock. And actually, I started to discover that, you sleep at 2 a.m. and someone is awake. On the phone, chatting with friends. On the phone, maybe talking on Facebook and all of that. And at 4 a.m. or 5, that is the time that they will start now to go to bed. If you were awake all night, what will happen the next morning? The next morning, they have problems in waking up. Wake up now, I'm tired. Tired of what? Or all night I was online doing what? Reading, talking to friends, and studying. Now today, you have to go to school. No, I'm very tired, I can't go to school. And they will spend all day in bed because all night they didn't sleep. They will miss their lessons. They will miss what other people have done during the day. So they will be behind. And Jesus here is teaching us that we can easily be distracted. People will come with all sorts of things. They will introduce them in our lives. We will stick on those things and we start to lose our routines, The commitment you gave to Jesus Christ, or the commitment you took the day that you were saved, you told Jesus, my life is yours. When it's time to pray, go and pray. When it's time maybe for you to worship God, do it. Because it's one of the rules in the house of the Lord. You promise God, okay, because you gave me a good voice, I have to sing for you. And I will only sing when I'm a worship leader. What song on Sunday? This Sunday, okay. Maybe I should take a happy day. And because I know very well that song, okay, that will make it. That will make it. And God is there with you. Hey, knowledge of yours. You know very well, this is a song that I like. But go through it again. Every single sentence in that song can be a big lesson. Every single sentence can inspire lives of thousands of people. You quickly prepare one song, 2 songs, okay, I'll be there and I'll say this and that's it. When you are a leader, okay, I'm a leader on Wednesday or Sunday. The program will be on a sheet of paper anyway. I'll just read it, I'll follow that program. You read it quickly and that's it. And after service, you are happy, it's done. But the Lord will sit down, waiting for you. Did you have any problem for not preparing maybe your leadership? Did you have any problem for not preparing your message or done? I was sitting there waiting for you to ask me any type of question. What challenge did you face? You could just come and ask me what to do. Learn from me. And because those 4 disciples went to seek knowledge, only those 4 got the benefits of discovering what Jesus was talking about. Protect yourself against deception. When was the last time you were deceived in your life? Maybe it was today. Maybe it was this morning. Maybe it was when you drove here and you found that fence, the shape of the fence has changed. It's like, who did this really? And you have to drive here, I don't know, the playground. And you already feel a little bit deceived. And it becomes an issue. Here again. In front of a man, I'm not quite sure if it was a priest or a pastor or whoever, I don't know. Those 2 people stood up there. And they started to talk. It was like putting them together. By putting them together means that You are not separated anymore. You become one. The two of you are now one. Jesus and us, we are one. We and God, we are one. So if you live now in a family, you and your wife, you and your husband will tell you something, and you don't want whatever he has suggested, what happens? You also give your point of view. No, I think we should do it like this instead. What do you think? You consult each other. You talk to each other. You exchange ideas. And by exchanging ideas, you come to an agreement. I think that this is the way that I can do it. This is what I'm capable of doing. Asking me to take kids to school from Monday to Monday, I want to be able to do so. Can you help me maybe to do it on Tuesday while I'm vacuuming? And in every single house, there is what you call a rule, or there are rules. In every single house, mommy can be there doing something, daddy also will come, will start to do something else. We help each other. We support each other. And you can only support when you know exactly what you're doing. If you don't have knowledge, you can't do anything. I can't tell Trish, okay, let me help you to do this, when I don't know how to do it. I have first of all to learn. First of all, to acquire that knowledge, to accept, to humble myself, to take it, then try to put it in practice. Knowledge is not only about information. On the day of that marriage ceremony, the wedding of the prince, many people were on TV up to 1 a.m. waiting to see what is happening in England. 1 a.m. And they were waiting, just to see. And after seeing, what did they get? Nothing. Waste of time. I saw it up to 2 a.m. Did you see? Did you see? Yes, I saw. And then what? I'm not here to deceive you or to disappoint you. It's good also to please your eyes, your mind, but sometimes you have also to choose other important things so that we can give ourselves as a sacrifice. If I can sacrifice all my night to look at Prince William's wedding, why can't I sacrifice my 2 minutes to look at Jesus? If I can sacrifice all my money to buy books, to read what those people have written there, comment, oh, did you see at a minute, maybe 5th minute, the prince talked to the princess. This is what he said. And oh, really? Is that what he said? Yeah, I saw it on TV that time. Oh. And then what? The prince was not talking to me. He was talking to his princess. Telling his princess, you are beautiful. What do I gain by that? Nothing. But by going to Jesus, and Jesus will tell me something in my ear. He will tell me something good or bad about the situation. I will feel good. Because we are living the end time. Thank you, Angela, for your message. We are living the end of the time. We are supposed to know, like James, John, Andrew, and Peter, what is coming to happen during this time. We should know. Signs are there, that's true. But when, Jesus, are you coming back? And if you come back, I don't only want to know the information when you're coming back, but tell me, when you come back, please remember me. I don't want to stay behind. Don't only tell me about the signs, but let me know if I will be among those that you will take. When I sit with Jesus Christ, that's a type of conversation I should have with him. He has promised us the heaven. I'm going to prepare you a place. Lord, what is the number of my house in your kingdom? How big is my bedroom in your kingdom? Remember me, God, that day I don't want to stay behind. When you come, I have to go with you. Privately, talk to your God. When I go to heaven, Lord, I want to see Hannah there. I don't want to be there by myself. I want to see Michelle and Antinora and everybody else. I need kids to be next to me. I need more to be here. And Jesus is like, oh, that's your personal message to me. Yes, that can be done. Now, Lord, tell me how. How can we achieve this? It's by grace that we are saved. It doesn't matter, even if your friend, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother is evil, and you believe this one is not saved, he will never go to heaven. No. Tell Jesus about that case. The one who was crucified next to Jesus, he told him, today you will be with me in paradise. Is your friend, your brother, your sister, your father, mother, or uncle worse than that guy who was crucified next to Christ? I think no. So keep telling Jesus, request Jesus, ask Jesus. We are sometimes afraid to know the day or the time that we'll die. We feel like, oh, better not. Because if I know the day that I will die and the time, I'll lose my peace. But why to not touch Jesus Christ? Lord, tell me the days that you come to take me. Help me to be ready. Prepare me that day. Help me so that I can be ready. Whenever that day arrives, I have to be ready in order to enter your kingdom. Because, accept it or not, believe it or not, like it or dislike it, one day you die. It doesn't matter when or how, but one day your body will leave this earth to go somewhere. It's a journey that all together we know we can't escape. And if you can't escape it, start to tell you, Jesus, my day is coming. I know many people are there deceiving us. Please, help me that day to be ready. And I don't want to be ready only at that day, but start to prepare me. Let me understand the meaning of life. Because if I don't, I'll be deceived. Today, preachers in Africa, preachers in Asia, in South America, even in the USA, everything they start to talk about actually is what we are calling blessings. Blessings and blessings and blessings are the preaching at the moment, of the moment. You want money, they will preach about money. They will preach about businesses. They will preach about, grow up and grow up and grow up materially. But spiritually, no message. They know that human beings want to see what we call miracles. And to the point that they will find power from evil. And whenever I will come here, for example, if I can shake my hand like this, all of those people there will fall now. And we call it miracle. And there is a church in Zimbabwe. This is not a dream. Where, when you step into that church, you'll take off your undies. Excuse me to give that stupid example. And your undies will put it in the air. You'll do this movement. If you do it 5 times, then 5 of your problems are gone. If you do it 10 times, 10 of your problems are completely gone. Whenever you put back your undies, you'll be surprised to see miracles. Those who need money, they will go into that church. My mother is not there, my father is not there. I will just wait for a day. I need $10,000. And in the church, I'll pick up my undies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quickly, it's enough. By the time I leave the church, someone will give me an envelope of $10,000. that happens here in New Zealand, in this country, what is going to happen? How many people will be deceived and they will follow those type of prophets? If today you come in front of someone and will tell you, brother, you need maybe a car, you need maybe to purchase a house, I can help you to get that in less than 40 hours. But I don't have money for a mortgage. No, don't worry. Just give me your name, your date of birth, and we'll pray for it. And in less than 40 hours, you'll see the result. People give their names, their date of birth. Even some people will give their names. And the man or woman of God will pray for them. You'll be home and then your phone will ring. Oh, brother, why? We have got maybe $240,000 deposited into your account. A gift from one of the millionaires around the world. What will be your impression? What that prophet said, what that man of God said was true. You will call it a miracle. I've seen a miracle. $240,000 cash was transferred into my bank account in less than 40 hours, as that person said. Because of the love of money, today Satan is misleading the church. Because we love so much to see miracles, today Satan knows our weakness is to see miracles, is to see money. Okay, I will use this path to mislead the church. We start even to deceive ourselves. We deceive our lives because of material things. Nice shirts. Oh, if I have that, really, I'll be so happy. And you start to save to get that shirt. Imagine you are saving, and someone will come to you and say, okay, here it is. I give it to you for free. I need such and such thing. Someone will do it for you for free. How happy are you going to be? Or how do you feel when you really desire something? Your finances cannot afford it. Your husband, your wife, your child cannot afford to help you. And suddenly someone comes and gives it to you. How do you feel? Normally we say, oh, thank you, God. God has been a response to my request. Sure, is that God? Or is it another evil spirit? Did you discern that gift come from God or from someone else? Where is your knowledge to know if really God is the one who is doing it or not? So we have to stop sometimes. The Bible clearly says everything we see will come to pass. Houses will stay behind. Our nice clothes will stay behind. Our nice cars will stay behind. And we will go. When you die, you will take nothing with you. Why are you fighting, killing yourself only for things that you leave behind tomorrow? Why are you investing so much in things which are worthless on the hands of your God? And when he sits down now on the Mount of Olives, telling you, come to me, I'm listening. I stopped to go around the city of Hamilton to hear problems of people. Me or Jesus, I'm sitting down here because I want a one-on-one with you. You have